Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you guys. Today we're doing a little review video of the Discraft Reaper. So this is a disc that is currently out of production, but it's being made for special runs like Ledgestone. Paul Macbeth had a run of them recently as well. But here we have the 2023 Ledgestone Glow version. I'm going to compare it to Proto Athena. So Athena's a 7502, the Raptor, which is a 9403. And the Reaper falls right in the middle of those. I've seen different numbers, but it's generally like an 8303. Let's see how they compare today. We're at the Bonnyville Baptist course. Let's throw the Reaper first here. 310 par 3. Just gonna put it out wide, let it fade in. Yeah, so that thing is definitely stable. It's pretty stable. Let's go with the Athena next. Yeah, stable as well. It seems it has a little bit more push before it fades. And let's check out this ESP Raptor here as well. I actually put that one wide enough finally. Yeah, pin high. So with this comparison, we got to keep in mind too that the Raptor is ESP and so is the Athena, and they've both been in my bag for just a little bit, so they're both a little bit beat in, and the Reaper's relatively fresh, so it'll be a hair more overstable comparatively if they were all new, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. All right, here's the Reaper, about 35 away-ish. First putt of the day, whoo, sinks it. The Athena here is even further out. I think I'm gonna do a little jump here. Oh, just a hair low. Dang it. So close. And the Raptor here is actually the closest. There we go. All right, we're gonna give these guys a little bit of a forehand. Only 238, not terribly far. Just gonna hang it out a little bit and let it crash in. Reaper has the box. Hopefully my crappy forehand doesn't ruin this. Yeah, that looks good. Crash into the hill. Yeah, that looks good. Came out so wobbly. Let's go with the Athena last year. Well, fight out of that. In the grass it goes. Oh, hair short. So close. Hole 4, playing the shorts here, 186 island hole. So we're gonna do some spike hyzers here. See how they handle just going really high up and how much they wanna crash. So that kind of actually flipped out of it a little bit. So it went up, and as it was coming back down, it actually flipped out. Yeah, less flip out of that one. Kind of just straight up a little bit right as it was coming down, but then it stayed pretty straight down. That was kind of in between the two. It flipped up just a little bit and pushed a little more than the Reaper, but less than the Raptor. So interesting observations. Raptor up first. Oh, just a hair off. Athena next. Man, if I could make a putt, this hole would be really easy. Reaper. There we go. If there's going to be one I had to make a putt with, it's going to be the Reaper because it's video. Come on, it has to make the putts. All right, second last hole. We're doing 5 here on the shorts. Yeah, I would either throw a 7 with my forehand, either a 7 or an overstable 5 here. So this is pretty accurate to what I would throw. Just throw it on hyzer, let it go out and crash in. So let's see how it goes. Get through the hit. There we go. Yeah, landed on the far side there. Go with the Raptor here. Well, I'm lucky I hit that tree. Yeah, that one, I don't know if I gave it a hair of anhyzer or if I just got it flat, but I got a little bit of turn out of it, and it probably would have pushed 250 if it hadn't hit that tree. So Yeah, definitely not a 9-speed hole. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, kind of similar to the Raptor. A little bit of either flat or Annie, a little bit of turn to it, and then it came back. But the Raptor hit that branch, and the Athena came almost to the same spot. So they're pretty comparable. I would say the Athena's a little bit more stable. But for reference, my go-to Athena is less stable than this one. And that's the one I can get to about 350, 360 on a backhand on a good hit. So this one is more stable. And the Reaper's even more stable. Reaper is the furthest out. I'm gonna take my 2 meters off this nice barbed wire here. I don't want tetanus. Right there. Oh my gosh, that's a bad putt. Oh, tapping the Raptor with the Athena. Oh my gosh, no! No! Hole 6, just under 300 feet. I'm gonna do a little bit of a flex line, but before we do that, let's look at the profiles and talk about how they feel a little bit. So here's the Reaper first. Pretty standard overstable disc. Here's the Athena and the Raptor as well. Raptor looks a little bit more domey. Also feels a little bit more comfortable in the hand because of that deepness. It is a little bit of a domier Raptor. Most Raptors that are more overstable are kind of just board flat. Athena, this one is like surprisingly stable. It feels a little bit domey, but it's, yeah, always dumps hard. And the Reaper just, yeah, it feels very similar to the Athena. It feels like almost a very similar size. I'll put the specs on the screen here. I think, yeah, the Athena is a hair slower. But yeah, they all feel good in the hand. The Reaper, I think, feels best on the forehand because it's a little bit thinner. And it glows really well, too. All three are good discs. All three have slightly different applications. I think this Raptor is probably the straightest, least stable. And then the Athena, and then the Reaper is the most stable. Let's throw these. We're going to do some flex lines. I moved over just a hair. I threw one shot, and I slid pretty bad on the tee pad. So we're going to throw off the right side here. Little nose up, but yeah, lots of stability. Let's see if I can get these other two a little more nose down. Yeah, that's a tight flex. Yep. Gave that one the most flex. And yeah, basically parked. Yeah, so I was able to get the Raptor and the Athena there on a little bit more nose down lines. Raptor had a little less Annie on it, so it was able to kind of do like a really nice tight Annie, which then ended up skipping too far to the left, where the Athena actually held it almost over the whole time, had a little more Anheuser, still came out, still skipped towards the basket, and it's pretty close. I still kind of think that the Reaper is the most overstable. Even if I hadn't put it on nose up, I think it still would have skipped more than the other two. Yeah, let's see if I can get this Reaper in here. Oh, just off the top. The Raptor. Ooh, there it is. Oh, off the top as well. Dang it. So close, yet so far. I was going to finish the video there, but I figured let's give all of these a full rip, shall we? Try to get them out to about 350, if not further. So Reaper kind of held straight for most of its flight, honestly. I threw it a little low, a little early, but it came out pretty flat and then just had a gentle fade right at the end when thrown at full power like that. Little bit of turn on the Raptor there. Oh, it hit the pole. Of course it would. But yeah, a little bit of turn out of the Raptor. Was going to come back and kind of skip left a little bit. Yeah, very similar line to the Reaper actually, but it had just a hair of turn in the mid-flight. And less fade, less of a dump. So yeah, the Reaper is definitely the most overstable of the three. Raptor was the least. Athena sits right in the middle of there. So that does it for the video today, folks. What are your guys' thoughts on the Reaper? I think it feels really good on the forehand. Feels good on the backhand too. If you get it nose down, you can really push it quite a far away. It's really reliable even in wind and everything like that. The one gripe with the disc that I have is that there are so many other discs that can replace it easily. I don't think that with the Raptor and with the Athena that the Reaper will ever be a staple in Discraft's lineup again, unfortunately. If you need a disc that can handle forehand a little better, just get a flat top Raptor. If you need something that's stable on the backhand too, you can get an Athena, so it's a little bit shorter, but it'll still have that fade. Overall though, I really like the disc and it's really fun, and I enjoy the fact that Ledgestone is kind of bringing it back for certain runs and Paul brought it back for certain runs. If you want to check one out, I would highly recommend it. It's still a great disc. You can pick one up at BR Disc Golf. Use code Duprees10 for 10% off. They still have a couple there on the site, so go check them out. But that's it. Keep playing disc golf and have a nice day.